Oh, am I not in the shot? Oh, I buggered it. I'm sorry. Chris, run it back.
Alright, sure.
Actually, no, you know what? The joke's past. Let's just begin the video. Oh yeah, we're gonna go from best to worst, by the way. Number 1, the Season 1 Battle Pass. Before recording this section, I received a letter in the post, and I'd like to read it with you now for the first time. Dear Ear Eyes, I wanted to remind you just how good the Season 1 Battle Pass is before the metaphorical sludge started to metaphorically flow metaphorically. With the Season 1 Battle Pass we have gothic horror, regal outfits, comic book classics, and these two jackasses who didn't get the memo that we doing red now. This pass is such a peak of Chinese game design that we've intentionally decided to never make anything quite as good ever like it again. Have fun with the dozens of college skins that keep entering the shop, all of which are better than the ones you actually paid for. Raggedy bitch, yours sincerely / faithfully, Double Guang. Well, that wasn't a very nice thing to say. It's nice to know I'm not the only one who peaked 30 days after he was born. Season 1 players were eating incredibly well. I ate so much during Season 1 that I didn't do another crap for 9 months. If I had £1 for every skin in this pass that rased my berries, I could hire more devs to make more skins to ras more berries. Now, when I say ranking battle passes, I do mean we are ranking everything, but general skinnage is going to take up like 80% of the votes because, let's be honest, that's the only thing we really care about. Well, except for the one meme emote we get every season. Standout exceptions to me include the likes of the King Magnus skin, which is coincidentally only used by mags who true combo slurs together like Tekken players, but then again if they're solo tanking I think they've earned it. Old Man Logan, Young Man Rocket, Middle-Aged Man Adam, and that one Scarlet skin where she's clocking in for an extra shift at the Copacabana. Again, it really is a shame that we peaked so early, but it's at least nice to remember what a good battle pass does look like, because I'm going to spoil the entire rest of this video for you. A lot of the modern ones are going to be towards the very bottom. Number 2, the Season 9 Battle Pass. Okay, let me take back that former comment. Your time is respected with the Season 9 Battle Pass. We know exactly what you're here for. We have a handful of Egyptian LARPers, a couple of Birmingham residents, and then a random all sort of skins for some characters who really needed them. This pass is just unapologetically fun. Like, it's not as fun as putting half-eaten sandwiches next to coma patients, but it is more fun than the lawsuit I got following that. Something interesting Rivals has been doing recently is that 3 different central skin themes has become the norm for every season. So, for example, if we go back to Season 8, our 3 skin themes were Savage Land, Corporate Cloning, and then Cowboys for some reason. Or how in Season 6, our 3 themes were the Collector's Oddities, Pirates, and then the Lunar Snow World Tour. And then the Season 9 pass pokes his head around the corner, which not only introduces a banger new theme, but also refunds us the best theme from the previous season. Top 3 Venom skin of all time, top 2 Mantis skin, and as a Mantis player I really mean that. Top 1 Deadpool skin, what's there not to like here? If I've got 2 bits of flack to throw here, I'm gonna hurl my first one at the Rodent King of Ratlantis, because 1, bro actually thinks he's part of the team, and 2 is about how some of these character choices are stranger than things, because Namor, Rocket, and Mantis are now all on their 3rd Battle Pass skin, when you have the likes of Hulk and Jean who are still hanging out at 1. And obviously, I guess I have to bring up the whole Storm, Black Panther, and Moon Knight not being in this pass thing, but they're gonna get skins, we all know it. And it actually makes sense for Moon Knight not to be here, because if he was, then he would have been crowned King of the Lettuce Club with a total of 4 Battle Pass skins, which is more than anyone else. Nitpicks aside, I'm living life large with this one, and I'm happy to announce to you that in owning this pass, I am now via technicality Egyptian, so I will be proceeding to sue Netflix within the coming weeks. Number 3, the Season 2 Battle Pass. A lot of people consider this one and Season 3 to be on the same level, so allow me to tell you why I think this one is better. It's because it's better. We've got so many banger skins in this one. Let me list them off. We've got Spider-Oni, which is an impossible goon, but you know I'll try. Joe Fix-It, Steven Kill-It, 2 of the most underrated skins in the game, and then Luna looks so good sending icicles through people's heads, I'm tempted to ask if she does weddings. Oh, and I guess this pass also has a skin which holds the title of the single best skin this game has ever produced. Not all things are sunshine and rainbows at the Hellfire Gala, as there are a few drags in this pass. No matter how they dress Cap, his terrible proportions make him look ridiculous, so this was always going to be a losing battle. This Widow one is just bad, there's nothing else to say. And on the funny end of things, I guess this pass also contains a skin which could be considered the worst in the game. She looks like she got into a fight with a lawnmower. She looks like she couldn't afford the tab at her hairdressers and they proceeded to undress her hair. All they had to do was just not give her this hairstyle and this skin would be good. Pretty great, even. I mean, look, I can even change this for you right now in Blender. This is the hair from Hella's college skin, and just see how much better it looks on her. Number 4, the Season 3 Battle Pass. This is the pass that people have the beer goggles for, and I really want to stress that it is the 4th best pass we've seen so far. It is just that it is only the 4th best pass we've seen so far. I'm going to give this one credit for its structure out of the gate, as we have 5 skins in the primary theme, 3 skins in the secondary theme, and 2 skins in the tertiary theme. This is how all battle passes should be structured. None of this 44 crap that we've been getting recently, or whatever the hell Season 4 is on. Let me just really smack you over the head with that context. 80% of the skins in this pass are actually about the season's main theme of pimps versus hoes. The second highest we'd ever see is 60% and the average is 40. Imagine if some poor skin dev went into the Nettie's office in the modern day and said, hey, I think we should put more skins in the battle pass that are centered around the season theme. The higher-ups would probably just look at him and then melt him down into a pair of heels for Psylocke to use in her 4th summer skin. The symbiote skins for the Planet X pals and Animaniacs are all pretty good, but I sort of wish we had more of them, even though we already have 5. The only other good skin here is the Phoenix Diamond, which I'd honestly consider Emma's best skin, as the rest of these ones here have about as much flavour to them as a sneeze from Chris Stuckman. As a man who collects his recolors, these ones are okay, maybe slightly worse. This Namor one is boring, and this Wolverine one is just atrocious. I think I'd have more fun creating antibodies to fight off polio than using this thing. Consider your funky souls driven. Number 5, the Season 0 battle. No, let me explain this one. Ranking this one was always going to be difficult, as this is the only case in the game of a battle pass costing half as much as a normal one, but also having half the content. The lower price is especially interesting here, as that technically makes this the single best collection of skins we've ever seen pound for pound. So why on earth would you ever want more than just 5? Washington BP, Soldier 67, Crypto Jesus, Cosmic Cooch, and Glimblow III. Enjoy your early bird worms and don't ask any questions. Unfortunately, the people were asking questions. Questions like, why can't we just have the other 5 now? Please, I really need more of these, they are so damn good. Something funny about this pass though is that it has left absolutely zero cultural impact on this game, to the point where this video may be your very first exposure to some of these skins. The discussion around whether the Red Skull will be added, a character whose whole superpower is kissing the Führer's ass, has left more of an impact on this game and its community than this pass. Ultimately though, I have decided to put this one in the middle of the video. Yeah, we're halfway through already. And it pretty much does boil down to less cost, but less content. Galactic Wings, my beloved. Number 6, the Season 5 Battle Pass. We've gone from the great to the good, and now we're firmly starting to enter the realm of the mixed bag Battle Passes. Now completely forget that sentence, because I love the Season 4 Pass so much. I actually prefer it to the Season 3 Battle Pass, but since I want to keep my head on my shoulders, I don't think I can call it better. There are just so many all-timers here which people seem to have forgotten about. We've got this guy, that guy's friend's wife, this guy who looks like that girl's husband's friend, and then Doctor Strange is here, and he is blue for an amazing reason. As good as some of these skins are, this pass would unfortunately start the trend of having battle passes be completely disconnected from the season's overall theme right up until Season 7. There is only one bleeding skin in this entire pass which is connected to the season's overall theme of Super China. But the real reason, ladies and gentlemen, the real reason this one can't go any higher is because of the legendaries. I would actively describe this Luna skin as being detrimental to feminism, it's that bad. And Moon Knight looks like he designed this suit 6 pints west from sober. Oh well, I guess the devs didn't have enough time to make good legendaries this season. They had to make way for something else that was happening.
Wake the fuck up!
Number 7, the Season 8 Battle Pass. Loud warning for 5 seconds ago, by the way. I think people might be more defensive of this one because the memories of it are still fresh, so allow me to give you the certified official rundown of what we've got going on here. Good, bad, good, meh, good, meh, good. Thanks for watching. There is more disconnect between the themes of Savage Land, corporate cloning, and cowboys than there is between the Splatoon community, the concept of oral hygiene, and God. I know I've whined a lot about the theming of the Battle Passes throughout this video, but the theme of the Battle Pass is the entire reason why you should be buying the Battle Pass. If I'm buying a ticket to a jungle full of dinosaurs, the last place I'd want to end up is a concrete one. I was really excited for the Savage Land skins in this pass, but I think the ones we actually ended up getting were whelming. This Jeff one is nice, but it's already been done before. This Mag one is fine, but it's already been done before. This Cap one is nice, but you take a wild bloody guess. The Cowboy ones are good, sure, whatever, don't care. But the real stinkers in this pass for me are the corporate cloning ones, because these two are just incredibly whelming. Comparing the shop clone skins we have to Beavis and Butthead over here is like comparing a star to a bunch of cigarette embers. At least the stained glass Peter skin for the thing is funny. I like this one a lot, actually. Number 8, the Season 5 Battle Pass. I'm going to start off this one by giving this pass the good old corporate compliment sandwich. Compliment: the Black Widow, Ultron, Angela, and Scarlet skins are all pretty nice. Complaint: everything else. yeah, I couldn't afford another slice of bread. Actually, I'm going to share with you a fun little theory I have about Widow's Midnight Suspense skin. So I noticed that on Rivals skins, the MVP intro for this skin is listed as a legendary. So I went to check it in game, and sure enough, it is there as well. And with this skin being an epic, this means that at some point in time, this skin was going to be a legendary and was probably going to be either the tier 1 or tier 10 skin for this pass. I really wish it would have been a tier 1 skin though, as not only would it have been Widow's first legendary when she really needed one, but also that means that Davy Jigglebones would have been demoted to just an epic, and I would have been perfectly fine with that. Davy Jigglebones. That might be the most clever thing I've ever said in my life. I need you to subscribe right now as thanks. Frankencastle sucks, Merciful Queen sucks, everyone was freaking out about Magnus until they weren't, and then the blue thing is the best example of flirting versus sexual harassment I ever could have come up with. And we're just gonna skip right over the Big Buddy skin, because we're about to get to the two truly bad battle passes, and I'm itching to scratch my funny bone over these. Number 9, the Season 6 Battle Pass. I've seen old people fall and make less of a mess than this genuine waste of a tenner. This pass just sucks. It sucks a golf ball through a hosepipe level of suck. Don't believe me? Okay, let's go through it. Immediately, we are faced on our first page with our first problem. The two brain cells that design this bottom 5 legendary skin of all time have to be the two loneliest bastards on the planet. All they have between them is a terrible vision, a potentially brain-dead host, and each other. And things just don't really get any better as we keep going. These two skins are bangers, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. These three are nice, and then everything else is terrible. And don't tell me that Disco Stew is a good skin just because of the JoJo reference with its chromas, okay? Your 2018 wallpaper engine background just called, and it wants to remind you that you're still not funny. I do like, though, how no matter what the Battle Pass theme is, you can always look at it and say, somehow Mantis has got something to do with this. She's like a bad case of thrush. She just won't leave these passes alone, and, well, no, I'm not really complaining, actually. How does one fix this pass? Well, I don't know. How about we have some actual Season 6 skins in here instead of a random assortment of thoughts and prayers? That might be a good place to start. The two collector skins in here are the best skins in the pass, but they're both part of two different sets, so it would have been nice to beef out the pass with a few more of them. I was a really big fan of Season 6, but every time I think about how bad the Battle Pass is, it fills me with rage and makes me want to animorph transform into a cloud of bees. Number 10, the Season 7 Battle Pass. If this Battle Pass were made in Japan, it would look like this. They just dropped a 9.4 Motherquake on the wanker scale, and everyone in this pass wearing a stupid looking shirt was counted amongst the dead. Everyone here is either chopped, clamped, or ugly, and they all have about 8 inches between them. Now hang on, Quidor, hang on. We gotta do the compliments first. This Doctor Strange skin is good. This Penny skin is good. Might be the most misplaced skin in the game though. And I actually like how 60% of the skins in this pass are centered around the season's theme. That's it. I'm not in love with the Chemo Girl, and neither am I particularly fond of the Intergalactic Spunk Trumpet, Fatal Fetal Alcohol Syndrome, or Jiminy and the Crickets. And then there's this skin, a skin which is so horrifically off-model it sparked a community-wide debate as to whether Marvel secretly has a belly button dimension that they've been hiding from us for years. The fact that Battle Passes 6 and 7 were the worst ones in the game cannot be a coincidence. This is an intentional sabotage at the hands of the Chinese, and we need to respond accordingly by making up situations and whining about them on the big tweet. Look, okay, I've heard of a place where the battle passes are better and the jokes are funnier, okay? And it's called Tomorrow. And you and me, we're going to take a boat there, you can bring your friend Simon, and we're going to farm mangoes, and it will be great. But until the day comes when I can actually get a boat that wasn't put together by the Marvel Rivals optimization team, my name has been Lon'qudor, I don't believe children are the future, and to attack me is to attack current thing.